What does my daily planning look like? I've shared before that it starts the night before. I take a list of every job in my repair shop. I break that out. Now, I'm a weirdo. I like Excel and CSV files. That's what I tend to use. I break it out, and I'm kind of the guy that I need to put my finger on each one, right? I need to touch each thing, and it helps me remember it. And so I go down a list, and I begin to separate this list out using the capabilities in Excel. So I go through and I mark everything by the technician that needs to do the work on that vehicle. Next thing that I do is I sort and filter that and cordon them off. This is for this technician, this is for that technician. I do this all on one sheet. I want everybody to see what everybody else is doing for the day. And the next thing that I do is I document what the status is. So for me, I have WOP, waiting on parts, WOA, waiting on auth, WOT, waiting on tech, WOIT, waiting on initial testing. There's a few others that I go down this list with. So I go down the list, basically lay it out one at a time, and I keep sorting these things down. And I get it down to where I can lay out what the technician can actually do today, what the technician can't do, what does somebody else need to handle, what does the service advisor need to handle, what does the parts guy need to handle. So I lay all of this out, and then I use the snowball effect, okay? Just like Dave Ramsey says, start with the smallest, easiest first. Now listen, in an auto repair shop, lesson number one of the most important things you need to know is you always do your testing first thing in the morning. No existing work, no actual work is done until you finish your new evaluations. And that is because the shop needs fuel, okay? And those new jobs or those new evaluations are the fuel. Secondly, your customers should not be waiting on an answer from you. So you don't want them to wait. You want to put those in real early in the morning, get that through as quickly as possible. And it helps you be able to get parts there much faster. So it makes a huge difference, right? So we put all the new work in first. I've dropped that onto my Excel spreadsheet, and I put those in, and I start with the easiest, fastest one first and work our way through. I get my technicians some wins. You know, my guys start every single day with 4.5 hours of build hours guaranteed because they each one get an hour and a half per job. And usually they have 3 to 4 jobs every single morning lined up for new evaluations. And then I go down that list, the Dave Ramsey snowball method. I start with the easiest, fastest thing we can get out, and we start working our way through it. Now, one of the rules is you have to check, make sure you got the parts, and you got to check, make sure you got the right parts before you start on that job so we're not clogging the shop up. I go down this list and I lay everything out for them, and I print one, and we have a meeting and we talk about it. We say, hey, listen, if this goes wrong, and I'm a fan of aviation. I'm not a pilot or anything like that, but what do they have? They have something called a pre-flight briefing. Why do they have that? To know what to do in a high-stress environment if something goes wrong. Well, this is the same thing, right? I plan this out in such a way that if something goes wrong, a part doesn't show up, a car doesn't show up, they already know where to go next. So we lay this out, and then guess what? Midday, I'm cleaning this thing up. I'm straightening it up. Now I know, look, I'm a paperless shop. I don't do invoices or anything like that on paper, but I print these out 3 times a day. And at the end of the day, I have a grasp on where we're at, what we accomplished, and what we didn't. It helps me set a time standard. And what I mean by that is imagine a technician who says, I can have that done in 4 hours. And every time they say 4 hours, it takes 8 hours. And also imagine a technician who says, man, that's going to take me 8 hours. There's no way I'm getting that done. And it takes them 4 hours every time. I have both of those in my shop. Well, as I build this time standard, I begin to get a feel for where each of these people are. I talk to my guys. I'm not going out and saying it's going to take them this long. I'm going and asking them, how long is this job going to take you? How much time do I need to prepare for? What are the potential problems we could run into? And all of this is taken into account when we plan our day. So if you want to know how I plan our day, that is it. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. Y'all have a good one.